You're listening to Voice First AI, the podcast where we automate the ordinary so you can pursue the extraordinary, turning everyday conversations into systems that scale your business and free your time. I'm Michael Pierce, and welcome to today's episode. We're diving into some fascinating stuff today, folks. We'll be chatting about AI and its huge impact on energy consumption, how data centers are shaking up energy policies, and the intense global race for AI leadership. Trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it.
Introducing Genius Bank, the award-winning bank that does things differently for our kind of genius. Spelled with a J, award-winning can mean many things, like most locations, but who still goes to the bank? For us, award-winning means Best Newcomer Bank of 2025 by Bankrate. Visit geniusbank.com. Genius with a J. Genius Bank registered trademark is a division of SMBC Manubank. Awards are independently granted by their respective publication and are not indicative of future success or results.
All right, let's tackle a common misconception that seems to float around everywhere. People often think of AI as this mystical, almost magical entity that just exists in the cloud, like poof, there it is. But in reality, AI has a very tangible physical presence. It needs power, land, and cooling to function effectively. Picture a massive data center. These are buildings packed with servers, all humming away to process AI computations. And these servers, they get hot. I mean, really hot. So along with this immense power draw, there's also a huge need for cooling to keep everything from overheating. And let's not forget the vast amount of land these data centers occupy. These aren't just small rooms with a couple of servers. We're talking about giant warehouses full of machines working around the clock. So the next time you hear someone say, AI just floats in the cloud, you can give them a little heads up about the very real, very physical costs involved. Pretty eye-opening, right? Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. Brace yourselves, because this is going to blow your mind. Imagine an AI campus, a cluster of data centers, and if you can believe it, it sucks up as much power as a small city. Yep, you heard me right. We're talking about a shocking level of energy demand. Many people have no idea that the power needs of these AI hubs are so astronomical. In fact, data centers as a whole already consume about 1% of the world's electricity. And that's just going to keep growing as AI continues to advance. Think about the ripple effects that we'll have. With AI technology accelerating at breakneck speeds, America finds itself at a critical juncture. We need to ramp up our power generation to support this immense demand, or we'll be left in the dust. It's a bit of a wake-up call, isn't it? We've got all this amazing technology pushing boundaries and creating possibilities, but there's a behind-the-scenes struggle to keep the lights on, quite literally. It's a fascinating, complex issue that's going to shape the future of AI and our energy policies. And that's just a taste of what we're exploring today, folks. Stay tuned, because there's plenty more to uncover on the incredible world of AI and energy. Now let's dig deeper and compare this to another disruptive technology, electric vehicles. When electric cars hit the market, we saw a gradual increase in energy demand. Charging stations started popping up, and slowly but surely, our energy infrastructure started adapting. But here's the kicker. When it comes to AI, the story is starkly different. Unlike electric vehicles, which have a steadier rate of energy consumption growth, AI brings an instant spike in demand. Think about the continuous energy required to make AI function effectively. Training complex models isn't a one and done deal. It's a persistent, energy-intensive process. We're not just talking about initial setup. These models need to be constantly trained, tweaked, and retrained. Then consider running the agents that make use of these models and the real-time inference they perform. Every click, every interaction, every query, they all consume power. So while electric vehicles are gradually stretching our power supplies, AI is like turning on a fire hose. It's all at once, and it's huge. This stark difference in energy demand between electric cars and AI creates an urgent need for vastly more power. And friends, this is just the beginning. As AI grows smarter and more ubiquitous, the energy demands will only escalate. You're looking at an energy appetite that's relentless and still accelerating. Quite the eye-opener, right? That's why we need to keep pushing the envelope on our energy infrastructure and policies. We're in for a wild ride, and it's crucial to be prepared. So let's shift gears a bit and focus specifically on data centers themselves. These energy-hungry beasts are becoming a top priority for utilities. Why? Because their demand for electricity is so massive, they're changing the way energy policy is being written right under our noses. Utilities are increasingly prioritizing data centers over other local needs, and that is no small thing. Picture this. When a new data center campus is built, local power companies often have to rethink their entire energy distribution plans. It is not just about adding some extra juice. It's a major overhaul. Think about the impact on local communities. Imagine living in a town where a data center slurps up more power than the entire local population. That's happening more and more these days. Communities face a tug-of-war situation. On one side, you've got the economic benefits of housing a data center, jobs, investments, that sort of thing. But on the flip side, there are significant drawbacks, especially when local resources like water and energy get stretched thin. You might be thinking, yeah, but data centers are essential for AI in our digital lives. And you're right, but there's a delicate balance to maintain. The big challenge is making sure that these giant facilities don't destabilize the local power grid. Imagine what happens if the power goes out during a heat wave, because the grid can't handle both the community's needs and the data center's insatiable appetite for power. It's a balancing act between fostering AI growth and ensuring communities aren't left in the dark, both literally and figuratively. Utilities and policymakers are in a tough spot. They need to support the rapid growth of AI while keeping the lights on for everyone else. Something's got to give, and it's a delicate dance trying to make it all work. And that, my friends, is how data centers are quietly rewriting energy policy. All right, now let's talk about the high-stakes global race for AI leadership. And spoiler alert, it's all about power, both electrical and political. You see, access to cheap, reliable, power isn't just a nice to have. It's absolutely crucial for any country aiming to lead in AI. Why? Because without power, you can't run those data centers we've been talking about. And without those data centers, your AI ambitions are pretty much just dreams. Simple as that. Here's the thing. AI competitiveness isn't just about having the best algorithms or the smartest researchers. It's also a geopolitical race. Countries around the world are pouring resources into AI like there's no tomorrow. Why? Because having cutting-edge AI capabilities gives you an edge in everything from economic power to national security. We're talking about a future where AI could be the difference maker in global dominance. If that doesn't get your heart racing, I don't know what will. So where do we stand? Right now, it's a bit of a tug of war, with major players like the US, China, and the EU all vying for the top spot. They're investing in massive data centers, cutting-edge research, And yeah, lots and lots of power. It's practically an arms race, except instead of weapons, the arsenal is computational power. The stakes are sky high, and everyone's hustling to stay ahead. And let's not overlook the fact that power itself can be a limiting factor. Countries with abundant cheap electricity have a significant leg up. They're the ones who can run those power hungry AI computations without breaking the bank. Meanwhile, nations struggling with energy shortages or high costs are at a serious disadvantage. So, in a very real way, the future of AI leadership is going to be determined as much by kilowatts as by code. It's a fascinating high stakes race with so much more at play than meets the eye. The interplay of technology, political ambition, and raw electrical power is shaping the future in ways we're only beginning to understand. So keep your eyes peeled, because how this plays out will affect not just who leads in AI, but the geopolitical balance of power itself. Now let's consider what might happen if our power grid can't keep up with the soaring energy demands of AI. First off, we might see a slower rollout of AI technologies, simply because there won't be enough juice to power all those computations. Imagine having groundbreaking AI software ready to go, but no electricity to run it on. Talk about frustrating. Next up, access to AI could become more restricted. If power is in short supply, only the biggest players with the deepest pockets will be able to afford it. That means fewer startups and innovative small businesses will get a chance to make their mark, and that's a big loss for everyone. Now let's talk costs. If you're running a data center and you can't get enough power from the grid, you'll have to find alternative solutions, which often come with a hefty price tag. Those increased costs are likely to get passed down the line, making AI technologies even more expensive for end users. Finally, when power is scarce, there's a big push towards centralizing AI resources. In other words, instead of democratizing AI and making it accessible to everyone, we'll see a concentration of AI capabilities in a few big hubs. While that might be efficient, it could stifle innovation and limit the diversity of AI applications. So, energy constraints might force us to rethink our entire approach to AI development and deployment. It's a little daunting, but also pretty fascinating to think about. All right, let's flip the script here and look at how AI could actually be a game changer for optimizing energy itself. Picture this: AI predicting failures before they occur, balancing loads on the grid, and even helping design smarter, more efficient energy infrastructure. It's like giving our energy system a crystal ball and a jolt of caffeine at the same time. What if AI could forecast when a transformer is about to go kaput and alert maintenance crews in advance? That's not just saving money, it's preventing blackouts and keeping everything running smoothly. And balancing loads, oh boy, that's a big one. AI algorithms can dynamically redistribute power based on demand in real time, making sure no single part of the grid is overwhelmed. It's like traffic control, but for electricity, reducing waste and boosting efficiency. And when it comes to designing better grids, AI can simulate countless scenarios to figure out the most efficient layout, placement of renewable resources, and integration of storage solutions. This isn't just theory. We're talking real world applications that can make our energy grids robust and future proof. Now, here's the kicker: AI holds a dual potential to both make or break our energy systems. On one hand, its energy demands are enormous, pushing our current infrastructure to its limits. On the other, its capabilities for optimization could be a lifesaver, making our grids more resilient and efficient than ever before. It's a high wire act, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Whether AI ends up being the hero or the villain in the story of our energy future depends on how smartly we integrate it into the system. So there you have it, the hidden opportunity of AI in energy optimization. It's a complex, fascinating issue that could shape the future in ways we'd never imagined. And as always, there's so much more to explore, so stick around. So, bringing it all together, folks, every AI breakthrough comes with a real-world cost, an energy bill to be specific. As exciting as the advancements are, they're only feasible if our infrastructure can handle the load. This conversation about AI and energy consumption isn't just a side note. It's a crucial piece of the puzzle. We can't talk about the future of AI without addressing the power it consumes. It's a reality check for all of us, reminding us that there's no magic here. Just like any other technology, AI's scalability depends on the energy and infrastructure we invest in today. So next time you marvel at an incredible AI feat, remember there's a power bill lingering in the background. All right, take a deep breath because we've covered a lot of ground today, and this is just one of many conversations we need to have about AI and energy. Thanks for sticking with us. Hey there, listeners. If you're involved in energy, tech, policy, or business, I've got an exciting opportunity for you. Imagine getting the chance to be interviewed by my AI clone. Yep, you heard that right. It's like chatting with me, Michael Pierce, but even cooler. Not only will you get some fantastic exposure, but you'll also be part of a super authentic conversation about the things you're passionate about. Whether you're pioneering new technologies, shaping policies, or creating business strategies, we want to hear your stories. So why not take the leap? Drop me a message and let's set up that interview. Trust me, you won't want to miss this chance. You've been listening to Voice First AI with Michael Pierce. Remember to check the show notes for any links or articles mentioned in today's episode. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Stay curious and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, Grainger knows that you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you're confident you'll soon have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.